If the rumours are true and the drivers in this shop are the prices that I think they are, well then this is the deal of the year. And give you my thought on which one I think is the best value product. 179. Guys, you join me down at my local American Golf, and I've been tipped off of American Golf up and down the country having ex-demo stock being sold, and some of the prices that you can find for these clubs and drivers is, well, better than what I've seen on eBay, better than what I've seen on Facebook, better than what I've seen on Gumtree. But even if you haven't got an American Golf local to you, January is the time of year that you want to buy last year's stock. There's going to be abundance amount of quantity with a lot of people selling the same thing, meaning a ton of supply and not necessarily that much demand because, well, just look at the weather. The idea is we find a driver that was £450 last year, now selling for around £200 8 months later, and if you don't get on with it and you don't like it and it doesn't do what you want it to do in 6 months' time, well, you're probably going to get the same amount of money for it if you were to sell it yourself. Let's go and find what they got, shall we? Okay, the rumours are true. The prices are ridiculous. But before I show you some of those are my top pick for 2022 in terms of price and quantity, there's some other deals. Let me show you around the shop of what you can get and why these are good value, especially this little bad boy here. £99. Stealth 7 wood. Because it's a 7 wood and tailor made, you'll get £120 for that in a year's time. There's a few other deals that I've seen around the shop, and the whole point of this video, whether it's American Golf or a local shop near you, January is the time. There's a lot of places selling a lot of the same stuff, looking to move it because the newer stuff is coming in hot. Now on the iron rack, there was 2 sets that caught my eye, and again, because of the price per iron option, you could buy these, unwrap these, and still get a good portion and amount of money for them if you weren't to get on with them. Up first was the Callaway Rogue ST irons, $399. That's around £50 a club with the wrapper still on them, which is an exceptional price. If you're a beginner starting and you're looking for a good old cavity back iron to get you going, this is something that you should be looking out for. And I imagine there's quite a few shops with these Rogue ST irons on the rack looking to shift them for a similar price. Up next was a bit of a unique one, and there's only one manufacturer that does this lineup, and that is the Cobra Rad Speed 1-length irons. Obviously not the current ones, which are the LTDX, but to be perfectly honest, I've tried the F8 1-lengths, the F9 1-lengths, Speed Zone 1-lengths, you name it. They're all as good as each other. The big difference is they are 1 length. The pitching wedge is the same height as a 7 iron, and the 4 iron is the same height as a 7 iron, and they're all swing weighted, all lie angled for your swing. And for £300, getting last year's current model, I think is a bit of a steal. One thing to remember when buying ex-demo clubs, whether from American Golf or other professionals, at least you know that it's only been used indoors. At least you know it's been used in front of a professional. And not only that, you're more than likely going to be able to try the equipment before you buy it. So this American Golf at Brew Manor, you can come in, try the clubs, hit it, potentially get some launch data if the room's available, and then still get it at a good price. This is why I think at the moment buying ex-demo clubs around this time of year is pretty much OP. So I'm going to hit all 5 of the big name brand drivers, starting off with the Titleist TSI I have in my hand here, and give you my thought on which one I think is the best value product. 179 for this bad boy is a joke of a price. That is so good, and I can easily see it being worth 160, 170 pounds even in a year's time. Remember, the TSR lineup will be current for 2 more years, and that is always a good sign when trying to find older models are trying to hold their value. Now, I'm not going to spend ages hitting every single driver because I've tested and tried them, plus these haven't got the same loft or shaft in them, but I want to get that sound and feel combination between all of them, because realistically a lot of these are good as each other, especially in the same head type. That being said, I have absolutely rifled that straight down the middle. What are we saying numbers wise? Oh, spin slightly high off that one. 251 carry, 270 distance. I am using range balls, however. I've been a massive fan of the Titleist 917 over the last year because you can get it for around £100. Sounds great, feels great, and is super forgiving. £179. New model upgrade, I really think is a great choice. And to be honest, it's going to be quite difficult to beat this lineup. But I do have another favourite in here. Now, even though I know this is going to be one of the most popular choices between all of you, this is my least favourite. But let's be honest, the facts don't lie. There was only one of these left in right-handed in the American Golf Brew Manor store, and it's a 12-degree soft regular flex, meaning that the numbers for me are going to be rubbish. Meaning that if I was coming in here to buy a driver, even if I love the look and sound of this, it'd kind of be pointless for me to buy. And that is the downside of buying secondhand or ex-demo stock when that deal comes across. It doesn't matter about the tech, it doesn't matter about the year. Getting that shaft and loft combination is very important. My big thing is a lot of you don't know what loft or what shaft you actually need. And if you are starting, it won't make too much of a difference in the short term. The other big thing that I don't like about this driver is this. That is so loud. I'm not going to hit it again. $199, outrageous price for this driver that's been so popular and easily on eBay, still going for $250, $260. So if you are looking for ultra forgiving ping driver to potentially make some money on, and your local American Golf or Pro Shop has one of these lying about for the same kind of money, it's a bit of a no-brainer. For me personally, it doesn't go at the top of the list. Leaving us with 3 drivers to test. Let's go with what I think has gone down incredibly well this year, and I was wrong about. I thought the Stealth was going to destroy the scene, mainly with its marketing. However, this thing right here with look, sound, feel, and I think just customer feedback has done incredibly well. But this is the most expensive option, and potentially I can see depreciating more than the others in the back there. Callaway drivers haven't done that well in the past. $259, an exceptional price for this club, but probably going to lose more money than the other ones. To be fair, that's the best sound and flight I have had all day. And when I say all day, I've only hit 5 shots with 2 other drivers. I can see why it's been so popular this year. It is a bit more expensive, but that's why I like doing this comparison between these few, because we're talking £70 opposed to 400. So we're down to the last 2. I'm going to put the Rogue ST as my top pick at the moment, followed by the Titleist, followed by the Ping. So where will the Stealth go? Again, haven't got tons of options. I haven't got the Stealth Plus here, for example, in my hand. I imagine they went quite quickly, but $229, I mean, that's a good price. You can see what it was, all carbon. But again, without even hitting this and testing it, I don't think it's going to take my #1 spot, because all of these drivers have the same smash factor. They have the same club head speed to ball speed ratio, which means for me personally, I have to go on a few things: aesthetics, sound, and the confidence I have standing over it. And unfortunately, just like the Ping, I just don't quite get on with the sound as well as the others, which means I've got 1 club left. £189. And to be honest, this is the only driver in here that somewhat reflects the market. I'll show you prices of what the LTDX is selling for, and even though these are outrageous deals here, and if you're lucky enough to snap these up in your local American Golf, I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to get this driver for the same amount of money online. I'll show you eBay prices, I'll show you recently sold, and to be honest, I've tested this driver before. It is really good, and for unknown reasons, and I'd love to hear your thoughts of why this thing just doesn't hold its value in the second-hand market. I mean, she is gone. There's no question about that. I have to say, aesthetically from the top, the Rogue and this stand out for me. I just like the way they look, and again, the sound of both of them is that good combination of carbon and other materials, so it's not too dull, but then again, it doesn't sound like a frying pan. So boys and girls, here's the final lineup, and I've put in the equation of the price that you'll probably get it for, either at your local American Golf or online in general, as well as how I think they perform in terms of sound and aesthetics. If you are able to get the right shaft and loft in the right head type, and any 5 of these drivers, they're all as good as each other. Sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but that's just the way it is in 2023. But this takes my #1 spot because I think there's going to be the availability and price at that price for everyone out there. The availability for this, and this is somewhat going to be lower, and potentially you're not going to be able to get the prices that you see here. Guys, I hope you like this video, and thank you to American Golf at Broome Manor for letting me come down and try and test their X demo stock and show you the prices that can be available out there at the moment. If you like this video, you might want to check out 2023 TaylorMade's driver, and then potentially the older ones that are a bit cheaper than what I've shown you here. See you guys later.